Hi, so in this video we are going to discuss about the ROC curve, and this is a very practical way to evaluate the performance of a particular model. Talking about ROC curve, so this was originally established by electrical and radar engineers during the World War II to detect the enemy objects in their battlefields. Okay, so this was a very this was the line to give a context about the origin of the ROC curves. To evaluate the ROC curve, we need two things. Okay, we need truth positive rate and we need false positive rate. Truth positive rate is actually a recall that we discussed in the previous video, and it is given by truth positive divided by true positive plus false negative. And false positive rate is given by this formula, false positive divided by true negative plus false positive. So what is ROC curve? ROC curve is basically a plot between truth positive rate and false positive rate. Okay, before we dive into ROC curve, there is one thing that I want to share. It is what actually is happening is that you have used a logistic regression to create a model for a particular data set. Okay, and you have specified a particular threshold. Suppose this threshold is somewhere in between 0.5. It is in the between. So if a value is greater than half, then it is yes, and if it is lesser than half, then it is no. So for a particular threshold, you have predicted all these values. Okay, all the predictions are based on the threshold, right? If I increase or decrease the threshold, the prediction will change. Okay, so for a particular threshold, you have predicted all these values, and based on these predictions, we have created the confusion matrix, and we have actually derived the truth positive rate and the false positive rate and everything. So that means if I change this threshold, the predictions are going to change, and that also means the truth positive and false positive rates are also going to change, and that means the entire performance of our model is going to change. So basically what I'm trying to say is that by controlling the threshold, you can actually control the performance of your model. Okay, so if I make a threshold, if I make the threshold higher, then what will happen? More points will be classified as no. Okay, so it will increase true negatives and it will also increase false negatives. Okay, similarly, if I decrease the threshold, if I make the threshold at 0.25, a quarter, then what will happen is it will classify more point as yes. That will increase true positive and it will also increase false positive. Okay, more points will be classified as yes. So this was the foundation that I wanted to explain before I get into the ROC curve. Yeah, so this is it. So ROC curves, what is ROC curve? ROC curve basically is a plot between truth positive and false positive rate. Okay, now for a given threshold, we have calculated this confusion matrix, and we have created calculated all the truth positive and false positive rate. And for a given threshold, suppose this is the value that is coming. Suppose this is the value. So ROC curve is basically the plot between truth positive and false positive rate at different classification threshold. Okay, so we evaluate a lot of classification threshold, right? From 0 to 1. Basically what we do, we take every value from 0 to 1 of the threshold value, and we evaluate the TPR and FPR, right? And ROC is basically the curve that is generated by all those values. Yeah, so I hope that you can actually see what actually is a ROC curve. Okay, but the thing is, this may look very achievable in the theory, but if you start evaluating your model for every single threshold, then it is very insufficient and it is very expensive computationally. So the better way to do it is by using this sorting based algorithm, which we also call as AUC. AUC is area under the curve. And what is area under the curve, if you remember from your 11th or 12th class mathematics, is just an integration from 0 to 1. This is what AUC is. This is what AUC is. And how do we evaluate using AUC? The closer The closer the value of AUC to 1, the better is our model. As simple as that. And the thing is, you don't have to actually integrate. We have built-in functions in Python that gives you the value of AUC in just one line of code. So it is very simple thing to achieve, and the closer AUC is to 1, the better is going to be your model. The closer it is to 1, the better are the chances that the model is going to classify 0 as 0 and 1 as 1. Okay. So basically a separability of your model increases if AUC is increasing. So this was about the video, but there is one resource that I want to share with you. If you want to learn more about AUC or ROC curve, then there is this particular link in the towardsdatascience.com blog, which talks very deeply into this concept. And if you really want to understand this, then you should definitely check this out, and I'll give you the link in the description below. In the next video, we are going to discuss classification and regression trees.